Hello everyone. This is lesson 3 of our ENG 101 class. This week let me open it. This week we will look at pages between 43 and 51. They are all about writing, and we will have a look at what expository paragraph means. And we will not practice, but we will look at writing a little bit in more detail. Okay? I'm hoping it will be easy to follow. Okay, let's go to page 43 in your books. Okay, here. Last week, if you remember, we looked at main ideas in a paragraph. We said main ideas can be put in two ways. One, it could be an explicit main idea, okay? Which means it is given openly. You can underline the sentence easily to find the main idea. And the second way was implied main idea, as you can see here. It was implied main idea. Okay, it's also another way of writing your main ideas. It means it is not given explicitly, it is not given openly, but still you can find what the writer is aiming to say in the paragraph. Now, after main ideas, there are some other parts, some other bits of paragraphs. Whenever there is a paragraph, there is a main idea and some other ideas that support it. Okay? And when you give those supporting ideas, you also may want to give more details and sometimes examples to justify your point. So this is what we are looking at right now. It says, in a paragraph, ideas that support the main idea are called major supports. Major means big, okay? Major supports can be further explained through minor supports. Minor means small. So you can support your major support with smaller supporting ideas. And it says all details in a paragraph, both the major and the minor supports, must ultimately be related to and support the main idea above. You cannot talk about anything else. You should talk in an organized way. Let's look at this. It says examine the paragraph below again to identify the ideas that support the main idea and fill in the chart below. Now you can stop the video here, okay, and write your main topic sentence, major supports, and you can also add your minor supports. Stop the video, do it, then we will look at it together. Okay, let's have a look at it together. I'm not going to write all of them here. I don't want to lose time, but I will underline them here. Okay? Let me see if I can pick another. Oops. Why is it not working? Okay. When I look at this paragraph, I think, and I can say, oops, that this part, okay, here. Okay. Sorry for this lighting, it's not the best. Okay, it says popular culture has made us obsessed with the two-dimensional images that are digitally enhanced or created to the point where we identify ourselves with them by using two main sources. This is the main idea. This is the topic sentence. Okay, this is the topic sentence of the text. Then it goes on. It says, one of the sources of these images is the magazine covers we see in our visit to the supermarket. Okay, magazine covers is our support. Oops, it's not going to work like that. Let me put this one. Okay, this is our major support number one. Okay, magazine covers. Nearly all the magazines have such charming people on their covers that we look at them even if we do not intend to buy, even if we do not think of buying those magazines, and they make us idealize the beauty of these people. So these parts that I underlined are minor supports, okay? Smaller ideas that support my topic sentence here. So these magazines, these pictures make us idealize the beauty of these people. Does this go along with my topic sentence? Yes. Let's move on. It says, who can say that she or she will never look at the beauty idols do look on these magazines? Da, 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 da. Okay, so here it's giving more examples, okay? These are some examples. And then it goes on and finishes with the first major support number one. Then I look at here. It says it's almost impossible to watch TV for an hour before someone gorgeous appears. Impossible to watch TV for an hour before someone gorgeous appears. Now, this is my, you can guess, this is my major support number two. Okay. I keep on reading. It says maybe it's in a commercial or drama, maybe reading the news. Now, this is a minor support. Okay? It says it's no wonder that the identification of the image of beauty on TV is compelling. And this is a quotation. Again, this is a minor support. The writer used a quotation to show the point. Okay? And then it gives more examples. And then at the end it says, these sources of popular culture often lead to idealization and exaggeration, obsessed, idealization, 2D images, two-dimensional images, making judgments about ourselves, identify ourselves with them by comparing against ourselves against them. So as you can see arkadaşlar, this sentence here, okay, goes parallel in meaning with our topic sentence. Now, this is conclusion, okay? Sorry. Okay. This is conclusion, and it's always parallel in meaning with the topic sentence. Keep it in mind. It's always parallel in meaning with the topic sentence. Okay? Now we have analyzed this paragraph. Here is our topic sentence. Here is our conclusion. They say the same thing, okay? Our conclusion doesn't say anything different. Maybe you can add some personal opinion, but it's always the same thing with your topic sentence. You cannot say something different. And then this is my support number one, magazine covers. And my support number two, watching TV before someone gorgeous appears. And then here we have some minor supports, for example, some quotations, for example, some names of some magazines, okay? This is a good example of a paragraph with topic sentence, supporting ideas, and a conclusion, okay? Okay, let's do one more, and then we will move on. Let's go to page 44 here. Let's look at the first one, designer baby technology. Da, 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 da. You can stop the video, but I'm around, I'm here. You can also move on and go along with me. Please watch, please, I'm sorry. Please read the text and try to find the topic sentence, major supports, and some minor supports or examples if you can. Okay, let's have a look at it. It says, designer baby technology, which is currently used to make sure the parents of a future child will not have a child with an incurable disease, may eventually pose several threats. When I look at this sentence, I can easily say, oh, what am I doing? I can easily say that this is my, as you can guess, topic sentence. Okay, my topic is technology. Let's say, using technology in health, so people have healthier babies. This is my topic, and it says maybe technology might help with that in future, but it also might be dangerous. We will see if the paragraph talks about it. It says first, designer babies technology itself may not work correctly. Choosing a certain type of gene, for example, for hair color, may turn off a different gene for aging longer, and this may not manifest itself until the baby is actually born. Therefore, the parents may end up with a baby who is unhealthy while planning a healthy baby with particular features. Okay, when I look at this, I can say this is a transitional word, by the way, first. Designer baby's technology may not work correctly. This is, as you can say, major support number one. Okay. Okay, this is major support number one. And then it says choosing a certain type of gene, for example, hair color, may not show, but it might cause more diseases when the baby is born. So these are minor supports and examples. And then it says, therefore, comes up to a conclusion. So this sentence, arkadaşlar, is the conclusion of this first support. Okay? Then it says, another potential long-term problem is that some societies may favor one gender or other important characteristics over the other. So this is my, as you can guess, major support number 2. Okay, maybe in some cultures people will want to have more girls, or in another culture people will want to have boys. So this is the problem that they are talking about. For example, in countries such as China and India, where boys are favored over girls, this technology could be abused. So here they are giving more detail. Okay. However, that is not evolutionarily favorable, since if a generation of only boys were to be made, the human race would die out. Okay. And then it finishes the second supporting idea. If you found that this was not difficult, then it's good. It's good that you understand it. Okay. And now we can move on with page. Arkadaşlar, there is a very nice chart on page 47. Okay. There are more examples if you want. Of course, you can do that. But there is a chart on page 47. Okay, it's very nice. It tells you what kind of signal words you can use for different patterns of organization. So if I were you, I would maybe print this out and practice these words. And right now we will go back to page 45. Okay, arkadaşlar. It says different patterns of organization. As you know, we have looked at some paragraphs and how paragraphs are organized. We start with topic sentence, move on with a major support, give details, give examples, then we finish it, and then we give another support and do the same, and then we conclude the paragraph. And now we will look at different patterns, like in what ways of writing, in what style can we write a paragraph. It could be narration, which is similar to writing a story actually. Is it? No, it's not. Okay. It could be process analysis. It means there is a process going on. Okay. For example, giving a recipe is a process analysis. Okay. It could be cause and effect, where you give the causes, reasons for something, and then the effect, the result of it. Okay? For cause and effect, you can also say reason and result. It could be a compare and contrast paragraph, where you compare two things or talk about the differences of them when you contrast. It could be definition, when you define something. It could be description. It is quite similar but not the same. You will see it. Description is more like when you talk about people or places, cities, when you describe them. For example, my mom had blonde hair, she was pretty, she had big eyes, blah, blah, blah. This is description, okay? And exemplification is when you talk about a topic and give examples or show it through an example. Problem solution is obvious when there is a problem and you come up with a solution. Or when maybe sometimes there are many problems, multiple problems, and you also need to give multiple solutions. So it changes your way of organization, but still it's a problem solution paragraph or essay. It could be classification, where you classify your topic, whatever you're talking about, okay? And the last one is argumentation, where you argue about things, okay? So what we will do right now is, if you're not sure about the definition of these words, you can check them online, but I think this activity will help you. Let's look at task 5 and try to match these with these sentences, okay? They are the definitions of these organizational patterns. You can stop the video here. If you don't have the book, here are the sentences. And then after that, you can play the video, and here are the answers for page 45 and 46. Okay, let me go through it quickly to see if it's difficult to understand, if there are any problems maybe. Okay, A should be description, portrays people, places, things, yes. Okay, B is narration. When you narrate something, it's more like a story, okay? Narration. C is definition. Okay. D is classification, sort out, okay, classify things. E is compare contrast, okay. F is argumentation. G is process analysis. Okay, I don't think will be lots of questions, but again, if you don't understand anything or some parts of it, you can ask it in your live lessons, okay? So as I said, page 47 is also a good one to check. And right now we can go to page 48. This one. There are many different paragraphs here. Arkadaşlar, if you want, you can stop the video. Okay. Look at these. And then tell me if they are in any of these patterns or in whatever way of organization it is. But now I will go one by one because I want this to be quite clear. Let's look at the first one. It says revolutions in genetics, nanotechnology, and robotics in the first half of the 21st century are expected to lay the foundation for the singularity. What is this? The singularity is the hypothetical future creation of superintelligent machines. Superintelligence is defined as a technologically created cognitive capacity far beyond that is possible for humans. Technologically created cognitive capacity. So, when I look at this sentence, this paragraph, it defines what super intelligence is. I think paragraph 1 is definitive. Okay? Let's look at number 2. Tattoo regret is the unfortunate side effect of body art with My tattoo adventure began. I am one of the regretful. I decided that I fancied a tattoo. I didn't think about it for long. So when I look at this paragraph, it talks about a story. It has past tense. It happened in the past. And it uses first singular pronoun I, okay? It is definitely a narrative, or let's say narration. Let's write the noun form. It's a narration, okay? Let's look at number 3. Many people use hair dye, which means coloring for your hair, for example, when it's gray. Women use it more, but it can cause some damage. For example, chemicals affect follicles, okay, the roots of your hair. It's got ammonia and peroxide. They're abrasive and damaging. Okay, negative effects can be observed on the scalp, which means skin on your head. If it's too long there, it may damage your scalp, blah, 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 irritation, hair breakage. Okay, so the cause is hair dye, and the effect is all these damages. Now, this is a very good example of a cause and effect. Let's look at number 4. It says, when considering cosmetic surgery, people are unaware of the difference between cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery. Cosmetic surgery is a form when you want to improve cosmetics through surgical and medical techniques, through the help of medical doctors. Okay. Unlike cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery deals with the repair, reconstruction, or replacement of physical defects. Now, this paragraph talks about the differences of these two surgeries. Compare and contrast. Okay. Number 5. Proponents of transhumanism claim that such progress will make human life better, as enhanced human beings' lifespan will be longer because they will live an illness-free life. This is an hypothesis, okay? This is a hypothesis. It says, however, when enhanced human beings live longer, societies will face some serious problems. For example, another problem. So it talks about some other problems that might occur when people live longer. It argues. So this is an argumentation. Okay. This is an argumentation type of paragraph. Okay, number 6. People use their bodies as a canvas for various reasons. For example, tattoos show rank. Okay, it shows strength. Tattoos are used for religion, spiritual purposes. Tattoos for luck, wealth, blessings. Used for spiritual power, protection, strength. Okay, meanings and methods of the designs are educated. Okay, maybe we don't need this. Used to show one's character, positions, levels of rank, social status. High rank, their social status was high ranked when they were tattooed. So here they are giving lots of examples for why people have or get tattoos. Okay, so this is an exemplification type of writing, and it's a good example. Let's move on with 7. Okay, when I look at 7, it says it starts with talking about tattoo studios. Okay, the first time is the time waster name of the tattoo studio. They said they often talk big, they have big, grandiose means big, they have big plans, but most of the people don't go back. They say, I will be back when I have more money, but because it's expensive, most people don't go back, okay? This is an time-wasting tattoo studio. And then it says, sometimes there are other people who insist on using the words because they want the exact same thing. Okay, there are some bargain hunters, some people who want to get tattoos, but they want to have it for the cheapest price possible. So when I look at this paragraph, it actually talks about different types of tattoo getters, let's say, people who want to get tattoos. So this is a classification paragraph. And the only one left is process analysis. Let me just write the answer here and then we will look at it, why it's process analysis. Okay, when you look at this, it talks about hennas, kına as we know, and then it said it gives us the process of preparing henna, and then how it is done. Okay, when you read it, you will easily see it. This is it. Here are the answers. these ones. Okay. Again, if you have questions, you can ask them in the live session. Okay. Now another short part. There are some supporting techniques. For example, using examples or illustrations, using data if it's a research especially, using testimony like quotes and paraphrases of what other people, famous thinkers of authorities say, anecdotes, explanations, descriptions, and definitions. Okay, let's look at these ones. You can stop the video, read it, and tell me what kind of supporting techniques are used here, and then I will give you the answer. Testimony, fact, data, and examples are used here. Please read the second one, stop the video, and then play it. I'm giving you the answers. Testimony, definition, and examples. Okay. I think this was quite easy, so I will not explain them. I don't want to lose time explaining those to you. Okay. Now, this is it from the book for this week. And now we will move on with my presentation. I have some extra bits for you. Arkadaşlar, let's start with this. Okay. It says, what does expository paragraph mean? When you write an expository paragraph, you give information. You explain a subject, give directions, or maybe show how something happens. You explain it. In expository writing, linking words like first, second, then, and finally are usually used to help readers follow the ideas. This is an organization hint, let's say. And this paragraph type, like any other, organizes itself around three parts. Topic sentence to make the reader understand what you're writing about. Supporting sentences in a logical sequence. Concluding sentence to close your subject with an emphasis on the final product. Or you can also say with an emphasis on the topic. Here is an example. Please stop the video and read it. Okay, the topic of this video is ways students can spend their leisure time. Leisure time means their free time, okay, whatever they want to do with that amount of time. So when you look at this paragraph, the first sentence here is topic sentence. A student's life, the first two, let's say, I'm very sorry. This is our topic, okay? This is the introduction part. A student's life is often hectic, so I understand. This paragraph will be about students' life. Moving from class to class, a lot of coursework and preparing for examinations is a lot to handle. So this is a topic. When you look at this one, read it. The leisure time a student gets should be treasured and used wisely. Arkadaşlar, what is the topic? Leisure time a student gets. This is my topic. What is my controlling idea? It should be used and treasured wisely, okay? The time should contribute, should help, okay, to a student's physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. So these are the very good supporting ideas: physical, mental, spiritual well-being. Now, this is my topic sentence. This is my main idea. Let's move on. Given that most classes are sedentary activities, which means you sit Students should spend their time to get their bodies active through exercise and other physical activities. Leisure time can be used as a way to look after your health. Now, here in this part, it talks about the first major support, physical well-being. Second part talks about arts, okay? This activity is vital for students, especially studying scientific courses, because arts are critical to developing creativity. So they can be more original thinkers. They can discover their talents, okay? And then this one is major support number 2. If you see, it says finally, now it will give us major support number 3. It says relaxation brings about the tranquility. This is about spiritual well-being, okay? As you can see, 1, 2, 3 supporting parts are given in the paragraph. It helps to achieve a peace of mind, see what is crucial in their minds, da, 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 da. And then at the end, it says, to sum up, Hmm. When I see this, to sum up, I understand that the writer is concluding, finishing, ending the paragraph, okay? And when you read it, you understand that it almost says the same thing with your topic sentence. Okay, these ones, again, these ones are our support ideas, okay? And these parts in italics are our minor support ideas and details, maybe some examples. So this was it for this week. Thank you for listening to me. And in the following week, we will move on again with the same book. If you have questions, please go to your live lessons and ask them to your instructors. I will see you next week.